course, nothing can start out perfectly, right? I gotta change the orientation on my phone. All right, hold on. All right, come on, phone. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. But let's not have that upside down for you. Let's do it this way. There we go. Cool. Well, after a long impromptu hiatus, hello everyone, Soul Commodore, back at you again, finally, with some with the art stream. Now, today, I've got a lot of stories to tell because it has been something else. Let me tell you. But I won't bore you with all the details. Basically, where we live in the GTA, in the month of July, over 3 days, we got the equivalent of a month's worth of rain in 3 days, which meant that a lot of water got into our basement. Now, thankfully, it didn't flood. The drain worked like it was supposed to, so there was no flooding. But the people, our friends who live in our basement, who rent out the space, they had to relocate while we get everything fixed, and it's just been like, getting stuff fixed over and over again. And, well, not over and over again, but it's just one thing after another is what I mean. So it's been quite a hectic 2 months trying to get all that sorted. But thankfully, we're in the final stages of it now, where they just have to go in and like basically rebuild, like put a new floor in, rebuild the drywall in spots, basically all that kind of stuff. So that'll be coming. But it also means that I now have the time to stream with you all. So, uh, we'll be going back to our regular stream schedule probably the week after next. Next week there won't be a stream on Monday because I usually stream on Mondays, just because we're doing like a little after work thing. But then the week after that we'll be back to our normal schedule. But it is good to be back and be able to do some artwork with y'all. So without further ado, because today also I probably won't be able to hang out with you for a full 2 hours. My wife is currently coaching on the water, coaching some dragon boat. So I might have to leave and go pick her up. Now, depending on how long that might take, I might just go to break, and then you guys will have like 20 minutes to like stretch and do whatever you want, and then I'll be back streaming. But honestly, it'll probably take a little bit longer than that. So I might just end the stream, and then we'll be back on Sunday, Sunday afternoon, to do some more streaming. But for now, let's get some charcoal drawing going. I hope all you lovely people have had a wonderful summer so far. I don't want to sound like we've had a bad summer. We've had a very good summer, with the exception of all this stress from Mother Nature doing her thing, But outside of that, it's been quite a nice summer, actually. Just gonna get some tools out here. Nice to get some charcoal on the fingers. Now, because it's been so hectic and with all that stuff going on, I also really haven't had a whole lot of time to actually do any artwork, which, is not my favorite thing, but sometimes life throws you a curveball and you gotta redirect, Every once and again, you gotta redirect. But now we're back to it. Anybody who follows me on Instagram actually knows that I've been doing a lot of filming because this new show idea, or not I've been doing stuff behind the scenes. It all hasn't been, not all of it's been visible, but we've been doing stuff behind the scenes. So, without further ado, let's get started here. All right. So yeah, unless I get a text saying that my wife could get a ride, we're probably only going to go an hour, and then I'll decide from there whether we're going to continue after taking a break, or if we're just going to call it a stream then. We'll see how it goes. Feels good to break out the charcoal pencils again. Yes, indeed. This summer has been quite the lesson in in rolling with the punches, let me tell you. It has been quite the lesson in that. And I feel like we've succeeded, but man, oh man. Because we just got our electrical done, and then this storm happened, and then we got all that rain and all the water coming in, and but that's houses, you know, they surprise you. Basically what happened is before we moved in, they had done a bunch of renovations, and while we're appreciative of a lot of those renovations, there's some stuff that they cut corners on. And one of the things they cut corners on was they didn't put so we have a window well because we have an egress window for our tenants downstairs, you know, because safety first. Well, they didn't put a drain in the actual window well, which anybody knows, if you don't have a drain there, the water's just going to sit, and that's basically what happened. And we think that water was probably leaking in there for a while beforehand, and we just never noticed it because it was all behind the wall. But I guess it's kind of a blessing in disguise, because all that rain coming down at once, the water had nowhere to go and started coming in, and that's when we learned, oh, there's no drain in this window well, we should probably put one in. So we had a crew come in and do that, and had a crew come in, and thankfully, like, insurance is taking care of a lot of the rebuild and all that. We had to pay for the repairs themselves, but everything's repaired, everything's good to go. Thankfully, we were fortunate enough to have enough saved up to cover that, so, you know, thankful for that, because a lot of people don't have that privilege. And that's definitely not lost on us. But it's like, dang, guys, like, if you would have done this right the first time, we wouldn't have this issue. But that's how life goes sometimes. But I hope you all are having a lovely, lovely day so far. Hopefully it's not been too stressful for you. Whether you're working or in school, or you're just hanging out, doing your thing, trying to find a job, or trying to get into a school. I hope things are going well. Hope it's been as non-stressful a day as possible. Put it that way. Right now we're just putting in a bunch of shadows, because this shirt, based on the reference photo, is a little bit wrinkly. Just a little bit wrinkly. And I mean, no matter what, even if you iron the shirt, like, you're gonna get wrinkles in it as you wear it. But I don't think the shirt was ironed before it was worn. Which, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But it makes for a more expressive drawing, I'll tell you that much. So, 'cause, like, I said, I don't think the shirt was ironed before it was worn. Which, hey, it's nothing wrong with that. But it makes for a more expressive drawing, I'll tell you that much. also keep meaning to get a new webcam because this one is still lagging. I have no idea why, but it is what it is, you know. I don't know if any of you guys are trying to work on things, but doing like thinking a lot about this show and the contents of the show, which is anybody but myself, and thinking about like how there are moments in life where you wish you were someone other than yourself. Had me thinking about different things that I want to be better at. Like even now, as much progress as I've made in terms of liking myself and being okay with who I am and being comfortable in my skin, you still have moments. And one way that I feel like I need to be a little bit better is a friend of mine once said that she loved the fact that like I stay in touch with people, and I try to, I really do. But sometimes life gets in the way, and you forget to keep in touch as often as you want to, and that's been happening lately because I've been texting friends of mine, checking in on their lives, and then they reply, and then I forget to reply to them. So I gotta fix that up. I don't want that to keep happening because I am very interested in how their lives are going. They are my friends after all. And that's been the hardest thing about being away from you all is because like I haven't been able to like chat with you like I usually do like 3 or 4 times a week. Let's be honest, before before like moving in the house and starting a new job and and getting the electrical done and all that kind of stuff, I didn't get to talk to you all as often as I wanted to. But things were finally settling down and getting back into place, and then we had this issue with the basement. But hey, so all that to say, like I wasn't quite hitting the 3 to 4 times a week like I used to be, but I'm looking to get back to that now and chatting with you all, get back to that regular schedule. Let's stream it. In good news, I mentioned that my wife is coaching Dragon Boat tonight. She she found out that she kind of, because she took this year off from doing a lot of coaching. Like she was just coaching like one team, and she found out that she actually kind of missed it. So she's actually coaching, doing fall paddling right now. And my wife has been struggling for the past year and a bit actually with her shoulder. She injured it doing bench press at the gym, and then like it just wasn't getting better. Her right shoulder was also injured, but that got better in the span of time that you would think for the injury that it is, which is tendinopathy. But something kept aggravating my wife's shoulder, like it just wasn't healing, it wasn't getting better. So she went to a different physio just this week, and already he's noticing a huge difference in terms of the therapy that she got from the physio, the exercises that he's having her do. It's just like night and day, and I'm so thrilled that she finally feels like she's getting back to herself. She's on the mend. Because it's been a long time coming. It's been a really long time coming. But things are finally improving as far as that goes. Taking shape pretty well. Not too shabby. Yo, Base Windu, welcome in. How are you? Hey, thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you're well. We're doing well. We're finally back. Like I said, we're only gonna be going about an hour today, unless I take a break in the middle and then come back and finish off. But as of right now, it's looking like I'm probably only gonna be doing an hour. But we're doing well. In case you're listening while you lurk, we had a little bit of a basement flood. Well, not flood. We had water coming in the basement. Got all that fixed up, but that basically took up all of my July and August, which is where I've been. you know, uh, you know, dealing with all that kind of stuff, which just leaves you drained at the end of the day, along with having a full-time job and all that. But I am doing well, my friend. I hope you're doing well as well, and thank you for the lurk. And of course, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Thank you for the lurk, Windu. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and it is fantastic to see you, as always. And in case you're new up in here, we stand lurkers. Don't feel like you have to interact. Don't feel like you have to chat. I know it can be daunting, especially if you're new somewhere. You don't want to just jump in sometimes. You worry if you're gonna ruin the vibe. If you just feel like lurking, by all means, please do. We're just happy to have you here. I am thrilled whether people are interacting with chat or they're hey. Hello, Mio. Hello, Raiders. Let's see if I remember how to do this, because it has been a while. Yeah, there we go. L, how was your stream? Thank you so much for the raid. Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor Gambit, very nice. But welcome in, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I am Soul Commodore. I'm kind of in the shadow right now. I don't know why. I'm not gonna worry about it. Hey, Reezy. Yes, it is, and it's great to see you too, El. It's good to see y'all. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody, and let me give you all the rundown on what's been going on. But welcome in. I hope I hope your stream went well, El. You'd love if I turned up my mic. Oh, my mic is quiet. How's this? Is this better? Hopefully that's better. I step away and then all of my settings just go haywire. Okay, good. I'm glad. So let me give you all a rundown of where I've been. I had said this early in stream, but I'll say it again because we got some new faces in here. Essentially, where I live in Toronto, in the GTA, in July, there was a 3-day stretch in which the entirety of the GTA, Greater Toronto Area, got the equivalent of a month's worth of rain in 3 days. So that's a lot of water with nowhere to go. Lurk? Hey, no problem. Thank you for the lurk. I hope work's treating you well. And of course, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Thank you for the lurk, Reezy. Good to see you. Yeah, so basically in July, our Toronto and the surrounding area got a month's worth of rain in 3 days. I've also heard 2 days. It basically, in a very short span of time, we got a boatload of rain, and it had nowhere to go. And unbeknownst to us, when we bought the house, they didn't put a drain in our window well for our egress window in the basement, because you have to have an egress window for the people who live in the basement, so they can get out safely in case of a fire or something. So essentially what happened was that a whole bunch of water came in. Now, thankfully, nothing got flooded. None of their furniture got damaged. Um, Nothing of theirs was ruined, thankfully. And the drain that's in our basement actually worked. The water went to the drain and it went out, but the problem was it was coming in the wall, coming through the wall, like at the base of the wall, basically. And a big part of that is because there was no drain in our window well, and we didn't know about it. Because these days, as much as I wanted to have a home inspection, you can't buy a house and get a home inspection because someone will come in and undercut you and be like, we'll give you more money and we won't have a home inspection. So anyway, long story short, our friends downstairs, they had to move everything out. They're currently displaced. Thankfully they found a place to stay until everything gets fixed. But July and August was basically getting quotes, having insurance come in, having a crew come in to get all of the flooring out because it was all laminate flooring and it all started popping up because of the water. Getting everything dried out, getting estimates done in terms of for insurance, like what it's going to cost to like replace everything, having a crew come in and do that, having a crew come in to fix the problem, which thankfully it is now fixed. And right now we're just waiting for the restoration company to come in and put down the new floor and all that. So hopefully our friends will be back in their space, hopefully by the end of the month. That's what we're hoping for. The money going out the window and the lack of rent must be tough. Well, the way we've got it set up is because we didn't have enough money to buy this house alone. So my in-laws, my wife's parents also went in on it. So technically they own the basement, we own the upstairs, right? So it has been a little tough, but more so it's been more tough mentally because like our friends lost their, and thankfully our friends are fantastic. They're fantastic people. They completely understand that none of this was in our control. We had no idea that was going to happen. They had no idea it was going to happen. It was just a freak accident that the water was coming in. So they've been very gracious, which we really appreciate. But it does like weigh on you, like, man, like our friends aren't in their home, So I've just been worried about them and wanting to get them back. Like they're doing fine. Yeah, hopefully they'll be back in. And like not having the rent income, like it hasn't been as tough as we all thought it might be, which is good. But mostly the toughest thing is like not having them here, and just the overall stress of it all. But like I said, life happens. This whole thing has taught everybody how to just roll with the punches, and hopefully things get back to normal sooner than later. And it will be sooner than later because in July it was looking like it's going to be much later. Now, things are finally happening where we're getting to the point where they're going to be able to move back in. So, yeah, thankfully, insurance. Thank God for insurance. But long story short, that's where I've been because starting a new job like I did, coming off of all the electrical work we were doing in here, I was exhausted and still trying to stream, and all that. And I was finally getting back in the groove, and then this happened, and then just by the end of the day, calling the insurance company, calling the contractors, calling the repair company, getting all that sorted, and then having people in and out to do things, and it took a toll on me more than I thought. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So basically, between all that, between trying to go to the gym and do art of any kind and take care of all that and work, like learn this new job, that's where I've been July and August. But hey, it's September now. We're all here, and I get to talk to my friends again, which I'm very thankful for. So, long story short, Elle, thank you very much for the raid. It is fantastic to see all y'all's faces. You have no idea. today's stream, I am going to have to pick up my wife from coaching because she's on the water tonight coaching Dragon Boat, and I'll have to pick her up. I'll have to probably leave around 7 p.m. here. Um, I'm still undecided whether I'm just gonna have you all on a break, but I'm thinking I might just end stream at 7, um, rather than have you all like waiting around for a half hour. Um, but After that, like Sunday, we're gonna stream in the afternoon. Next Monday, uh, next Monday, we've got like kind of a work thing going on, or a thing after work that we're doing, and then the rest of the week though we'll be back to our regular schedule, and the week after we'll finally be back to our regular streaming schedule, um, barring any unforeseen circumstances. But I'm kind of sick and tired of unforeseen circumstances, so we're gonna foresee them. But yeah, so tonight might get a little cut short unless she texts me that she's able to get a ride back home, in which case we'll keep going. But just know that even if tonight is a little abbreviated, the rest of our time, now that I'm back, will not be. And I appreciate all of you. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind summer. I hope all y'all's summers have been going well though. Hope it hasn't been too hot or too cold wherever you are. Hope you've been having a good time. And if not a good time, I hope you haven't had a terrible time. And if you've been having a terrible summer so far, I sincerely hope that things get better. I'm hoping that things get better. And if there's anything I can do to help it get better, let me know. Thanks, El. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, no, I'll definitely be easing back in. But yeah, it's good to be back. It is good to be back. See all y'all. Whew, man. But yeah, I didn't have that. All the stuff that happened this summer, I did not have that on my bingo card. But hey, you live and you learn. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm just glad that like all their stuff is okay. That because they've got a couple of cats down there. The cats were okay. The cats were just kind of like sniffing the water and be like, "Hey, what is all this?" So they're okay. All their stuff is okay. Everybody's okay. Actually, I'm very excited because those friends are getting married in a month. like today, they're getting married a month today. Getting married like it's a month away. They asked me to officiate, so I gotta start working on my speech, on my things, like all the stuff I gotta say. I gotta get working on that. Yeah, it's they started dating not too long after my wife and I started dating. So it's kind of fun. Am I gonna paint them a gift? Probably. I'm not quite sure what it will be yet, but I was planning on giving them a little something artistic. They already have a good amount of my art down there because thankfully they like my stuff. But I'll probably paint them a little something or draw them a little something. He was one of my groomsmen actually, and for my groomsmen, because I had a lot of groomsmen, I actually drew something that was very important to me in terms of like how we know each other or our relationship of some kind. So for him, I drew a picture of this place called Pickering Playfields. And if you look it up online, its most defining feature, basically what it is like there's mini putt there. There's actually like a driving range. There's like batting cages. There's volleyball courts. basically like a fun place just to like hang out with friends and do all that kind of stuff. Um, but basically, I was invited to play a softball game, like a charity softball game, and I didn't know how to hit a baseball or a softball. So my buddy, um, who's getting married now, he and I went out to the batting cages because he used to play baseball, and he taught me how to hit a baseball, how to swing, and all that. And so I drew that for him because that's also the first time that I mentioned to anybody that I was planning on proposing to my wife. So he was the first person to know. Just because we got talking about the we got talking about marriage and all that kind of stuff, and I said, I think it's time because we've talked about like getting married and all that. I think it's time. I'm gonna propose. So, but yeah, but yeah. How I've been rambling here about how I've been. How have you all been? I'm just gonna put in some more here. Thankfully, my camera doesn't seem to be lagging as badly as it was before my little impromptu hiatus. um, yeah, I'm very excited for them. Another couple of our friends just bought a house, so very excited for them too. It's, and a couple of other of our friends were just in Italy with the what was it? The Club Crew World Championship. Oh, that is my wife, but another one of my friends just said that he was at a bar and a woman slipped him her number. Oh, is it? Well, let me turn the music down and let me move my mic up a bit. How's that? Hopefully that's a little bit better. Thanks for letting me know, El, because that's the perils of coming back from my hiatus. But yeah, we had two friends that were just in Italy for international dragon boat competition, like the world championships. Um, so we're all doing all right. Like one of our friends just made the national dragon boat team for Canada. Two of our friends actually. So I see, I see, I see. Well, I'll try to enunciate more too, because I know I'm bad at that. But I'm sorry to hear that you have an ear infection. I hope it clears up soon. So these are black pants, and you might be wondering why I'm putting in basically where the shadows would be if they're black pants. Why didn't you just fill them all in black? Because it's not going to be a straight solid black, even though they are black pants. So it's important to still put in where the shadows would be, so that when we go in and fill in with the rest of the color, it actually gives it some depth. It's getting better. Good, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Very glad to hear that. How dare you say flat black isn't stylish enough? You're right. What am I thinking? Flat black is basically all I wear. I will say that I am kind of sad that I haven't been able to show off any of my fly outfits that I got this year um, for you guys. So I'll have to, even though fall is coming, I'll have to break out some of my summer outfits for y'all. We got about 15 minutes to go. Before I got to pack up and go pick up my wife. So we'll see what we can get done in 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be hot for us to look hot. That's very true. That is very true. You're absolutely right. There we go. Actually, what am I blowing on this for? Well, I got an air duster. All right, so now we can start blending in with our blending stump. One of many that I have. And you'll see just that little bit of definition between the highlight and the dark. Even that slight highlight is enough to give this some depth and really make it stand out. And I try to follow the grain, if you will, the line in which the shadows go. But sometimes I don't bother. Sometimes I just go with it. So it's very interesting. My dad, who some of you from way back in the day remember Soul Dad when he kicked my ass at Tecmo Super Bowl on stream, um, while I was visiting him, uh, which was I think very rude of him. Anyway, he's really gotten into the adult coloring books, um, and he's actually been starting to kind of stretch it because my dad's always been a writer and he's always been like a singer and very musical. Um, but he's always said that he doesn't have much talent with art. Like he could barely draw stick people. But he's really starting to come into his own with his. If the pictures weren't on my phone, I'd show you one right now, actually. But I'm using my phone for the camera. But the next time we get together, remind me I'll remind myself and show you some of the coloring that he's done, because he's really coming to his own in terms of like figuring out uh, like different tones and the way that those tones work with other colors and different color grading and all that kind of stuff. He drew so there was a picture that he did of a cat. It was very funny. It was funny. It was funny. I didn't expect to lose that badly. Uh, but he did this one drawing, like it was a picture of a cat, and the cat didn't have stripes. And my dad, who again said that he doesn't have an artistic bone in his body, actually created his own stripes for the cat. Like he thought the cat needed some stripes, and he added in some stripes, and it looked really good. So I'll have to share that with you guys the next time we get together. So on Sunday. Yeah, it's really good. I'm glad that he's found it, because he's been doing a lot of writing, but he's been able to find this other creative outlet as well, which is fantastic. I love to see it. Because as you do with people that you love, like my please send photos to the disco. Oh yes, yes, I will. That's another thing I got to do before the year is out, is make a Discord. Now that I have some time. But yes, I will do that. I will do that. Um, I just lost my train of thought. I was saying something. Oh well. Oh well. Couldn't have been that important. Oh, yo, yes, it was. I remember what I was saying. Um, because like you do with anybody who you love, like you worry about them sometimes. Like I sometimes worry about my dad being in that house all by himself. You know, so it's good to see him. Find something to occupy his mind. Something that he can put his talents toward. All right. So we'll see what shading we can get done on this. I don't think I'm going to do the arm. Um, Not today, at least. Let's see what I can get done with the shirt. I'm very proud of my dad. He's been overcoming a lot the last couple of years. It's difficult losing the love of your life, and then you know going through a bunch of like financial stuff because your body is breaking down and can't work anymore, and staying strong through that is just it's a marvel, really. Hey, no worries, no worries. Take your time. we'll be here for a little bit longer. Like, what time? We'll be here for like 6 more minutes. Like, I'm gonna wrap up and everything, but we'll still be here. I was saying before the raid too um, that one of the things I was working on trying to get better with myself is keeping in better touch with my friends, because there's a couple of people who have like we've been texting, like having text conversations, and then I just completely forget to respond. You know, just you get busy and then you lose track of time, and before you know it, it's been a week and you haven't texted them back yet. I need to get better at not doing that. Nope. So maybe we'll get the shirt done today. Hey, welcome back. Hey, Reezy, thank you for the glug glug. I was just thinking that I should drink some water. So good call on that. So I haven't done a whole lot of physical art, L. Um, but I have been putting together, and I'm gonna share this on Sunday too, and probably like the following Mondays, and because I'm really proud of where it's going. But I've been sharing some stuff on my Instagram, and I'll probably put it on other platforms too, so that you all see it. Um, I've been putting together for this show, which has yet to be confirmed to be going anywhere. But for anybody but myself, I'm also doing a video project. So I've been doing a lot of that kind of stuff because while I haven't had a whole lot of time to sit down and actually draw anything, I have had time since I'm driving around anyway to like film footage that I need for the video, and I've actually um, recorded the voiceovers. Three of the four voiceovers are done, um, and it's just a matter of getting some more footage. So Blue Sky. Oh yeah, I can put it on. I think I'll be able to put it on Blue Sky. Yeah, yeah. I'll just have to figure out how to do that because all the videos are like on my phone right now, and I'm not sure if there's like space limitations. But anyway, all that aside, I'll be sharing that with you guys on Blue Sky and on here. I might even like make like a YouTube link or like put the Instagram link so that y'all can see it. But basically, I've been working on a video project. Um, like I said, all the voice work is done. Um, Still got to shoot some more footage for it. Uh, but that's what I've been doing because I haven't had the opportunity to really sit down and do anything. Um, yeah, I mean, I can try YouTube too, but I'll make sure y'all get to see it. Um, but yeah, that's yeah. I haven't been able to like sit down and actually draw or paint anything. Another reason for that too is here in the studio you can't see it because it's this way. Um, but our friends wanted to make sure that all of their wedding stuff was safe. So all of their wedding stuff is in my studio right now. So I can't really access this wall at all. I can maybe paint on this wall over here, but it's also kind of covered with other projects that I got going for this show. So I haven't really had the time or space to do the physical stuff until now because things have calmed down. But I've been doing a lot of writing for this video, doing the voiceovers, like I said, because I just rented not even rented, our local library has a booth, has a sound booth. I've been thrown out of my brand new studio. But thankfully, all of their wedding stuff is safe. That's the most important thing, because that's a lot of work to get all that stuff together. But yeah, basically, I've been doing a lot of work on this video and putting that together. I'm thinking by the time the video's over, it's probably going to be at least 45 minutes long. And then when I finally get this show in a studio, it'll be in one of those rooms where it just plays on loop. I still have to write all the music for it. I'm going to see if I can conscript two of my brothers to like play like a little something that I can incorporate into the music because my sister is doing one of the voiceovers. So kind of make it like a little family affair there. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. So not as much physical work, but now we'll be doing some more physical work now that we've got the time and place and space to do it now. So yeah, it's things are coming together slowly but surely, slower than I would have wanted to. But hey, that's what happens when your basement leaks. But with that, y'all, I do have to get going because I do have to go pick up my wife from the water. She said that if I text you, it means that I've got a ride. If I don't text you by 7, it means that I need you to pick me up. So I'm going to need to go pick her up. But before I do, some thank yous. Thank you very much, Elle, for the raid again. Thank you, Reezy, for the glug. Thank you. I will tell her the internet says hi. But thank you all very much for coming by and still supporting the dude who hasn't been here in 2 months. Because I've missed you all. Oh well, I'm glad that you all missed me too. But hey, we're going to have cross fingers. We're gonna have a fall full of streams and a winter full of streams, and you'll be able to we'll all be able to hang out and commiserate together. And yeah. So with that, let's see the noise I made when I saw you were actually on. Ooh. Well, you were streaming, so I'll have to I'll check that. I'll I'll have to check out that bot. Um, but yeah, so I gotta run. So unfortunately, I can't. I don't really have the time to raid because I need it because now she texted me that they're off the water. Okay, so I gotta run. But it was fantastic seeing y'all. We will raid next time. Next time we're gonna get together is Sunday afternoon. Um, Probably like sometime around like 4 maybe or 5. I'll keep y'all posted. I'll post on Twitter and Blue Sky when the Sunday stream is gonna be. We're just gonna be doing some more of this, and I'll show you all the video stuff that I've been working on, and I'll put it in Discord too. But I'll show you my dad's drawings. All right, take care, everybody. Thank you all for coming in, and fantastic to see you all. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. All right, take it easy, y'all.